So this year, the NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Today, we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
We go! 70, Indy.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On first down, Eason. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Jets, ready?
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And some room to roam now. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Leonard Fournette, 71 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So much for just picking up the first down. How about that run all the way on third down into the end zone?
I'd say this was a bonus run because you're right. All you're trying to do is get the first down in that situation. But to top it off with that gigantic sprint and to go all the way, the only thing he's worried about near the end of that run is if someone's going to jump on his back, and I mean Mr. Fatigue. And that's all he was worried about. Well-conditioned, carried it all the way.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
On the ready. My 50. You got nothing today.
A first down throw for Brissett. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Slam. Rush in.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Switch. He's coming.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You ain't going nowhere.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, G.
2nd and 6. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, G. Big series right here.
From the gun, Eason. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette.
The pass on 2nd down. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Go. Hey, 2 on the ball.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Eason, the open man is Westbrook. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Jacobs, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2nd and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Dante Fowler able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Eason. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. On 4th down, Eason. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Brissett now. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. On 2nd down now. It's Grant. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Play action now. Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch left. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. That's complete to his running back, Grant. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Kill.
6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more like came from.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Eason. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run on first down. Hines. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Hey, Michael, Stinky.
Hey, we got to get this.
From the 27, Brissett. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carroll...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, Fournette, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable here for Callaway. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Brissett. And that is incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Fielded at about the 28. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Leonard Fournette. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go, set, 60 or.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Set, go.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. So the woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Let's go now. Put the flag.
On first down, it's Hines. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A second down throw for Brissett. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jacobs now. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 28-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack. 37 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. This is Fournette. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, Eason. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Let's go now. Recon, 132 fighter, 70, Indy.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to Dede Westbrook. But now it's 3rd and goal. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be fielded at the 6.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Come on, set, 8, read.
Check, 53's Mike.
Hey, we're pretty quiet. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Eason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Eason. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Hines. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now it's Hines. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the corner.